Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we're going to carry on working on the 63. So right here, guys, we have got a full setup for the wiring. As you guys know, the majority of the damage was on the driver's side front. So a lot of the wires in this region have all been split, chopped up, and they do need some quite a bit of repair work, to be honest. So Z has got a little setup over here. Z, do you want to talk them through what you got and then how you can basically repair the wires?
In order to repair the wires, we have a full kit set up right here. So we have a wire shrinks with the lighter to shrink our wires. We got wire strippers, our snips, our blade, and also the cloth tape. So this is the OEM tape that you use to wrap them wires up. So we got that. We also got this wick thing right here to give us a nice strong weld with a wire and our soldering iron. So yeah, guys, you can see right here the wires are split. So what we're going to be doing is cutting it right through, make sure we don't have any other cuts. We can start working on it from there. So there's a split wire right here, so that's for one of the crash sensors that sits there, and there's one wire with the plug still on it right there. So that's another crash sensor that we need to repair. So we'll go through all the wiring, make sure everything's all good to go before we start our repairs on welding them all up and shrink wrapping them and all sorts.
Yeah, and also, guys, if you look down here, if you haven't got a cardboard underneath the car, the reason for that is because we want to make sure the radiators are not leaking. So if you got a cardboard there and it's nice and dry, that means it's not leaking. So far so good, it's nice and dry. So we're just going to leave that there, because you never know, overnight something might happen, it might start leaking. So yeah, we'll just leave that there for a bit. So that's our little way of finding out if there's any leaks. If you come along this way, guys, we have got some more parts from the dealership. So if you look at here, if you look at this little bag here, guys, this is the loom that we ordered off eBay, but it's actually the wrong one. So what we've done is we've gone to the dealership, we've ordered the right loom just here. We also got the rear duct for the side rad, for the drive side.
So we have a rear duct, which that's the one that we ordered, and then we have a front air duct, which we already have.
And this is for the driver's side. We also got the lower support for the oil cooler. So this bit is basically the lower part of it. So the oil cooler sits on top, and these two plastic pieces here sit on the sides. So yeah, and obviously you got the bumper under tray as well. Yeah, so those are the most recent parts we bought from the dealership. To be honest, with this build, we have been going down to the dealership quite a lot, guys, because you can't really find the parts online, and the dealership has been pretty decent in terms of actually pricing and, you know, the parts being available as well. So yeah, guys, I think what we'll do is Z's going to start working on the wiring, and I'm going to carry on working on the Fiesta. The plan is to basically do uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. So 6 PM every Wednesday, 6 PM every Saturday, you guys will be getting a video. So that's 2 videos a week, Wednesday and Saturday. So make sure you note the time, and you know, just hit the bell icon if you haven't already, guys. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Performance Rebuilds, guys. So I'm gonna start talking too much now. Let's just get straight into it. There's quite a lot of work that he's doing, so he's gonna carry on with the wiring, and I'm gonna carry on with the Fiesta, getting the car back together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up.
So as we mentioned before, we have a full setup ready to go. So I'm gonna start off by stripping down all this tape right here and making sure we do not have any of the cut wires. And also you can see this grey part of the wire, it's not very clean, so we'll snip that, clean it all up, and when we're ready to start welding, we'll have a nice clean wire to weld on. So yeah, guys, let's carry on and start the repair job. We have all the wiring work done right here, you can see, and also that little sensor for the that airbag sensor, the clip that was broken, has also been done as well. That's all been connected up. Our switch for the bonnet, that's back together. Our parking sensor looms, which is right here, that's all been sorted now. So we're ready to go now. So that's all been done and complete. So you can move on to the next stage, which is installing these brackets right here. So this one's a little bent, we will need to straighten that out. This one's alright. So this basically sits right here and supports this bar. So we need to get them on, and also the horn needs to go back in, and we need to drill a hole. So the horn sits like so. So we need to drill a hole, mark it up, drill a hole, get that bolted down, then you can move on to the next stage and start fitting everything back up and aligning it. Also there's like a little vent that needs to go back right here. the lower support for the oil cooler. We need to get that back in. So yeah guys, let's start off by installing these bits first. We just finished up on the installation of that horn. So we have the bolt in place, the wiring harness is all in place, it's been all clamped down, you can see right there. The side mounts have all been put back. This mount, if you guys remember, was damaged. The panel beaters fixed it all up now and it's looking great, so that's a good job there. So we can start installing that rear air duct, which we have right here. Once that's done, we start working on getting that oil cooler back up. You see it's just lying on the floor, so we have all the fixings right there. But before we do that, let's start installing the air duct. So the rear air duct has all been installed, but we find a problem. On the front air duct, there's like a little bracket that comes up and slides into here, that holds the rad into place, and it's actually broken, you can see right there. And on the other side, that's how it should be. So this grommet holds the rad in place, so we will need to order another one of them. So the rear one's fine, the front air duct comes with that little grommet, so we will order one and get that installed. But we will have to also re-bleed it. You can see this pipe's coming straight through here and on the other side on the rear, and it sort of like overlaps onto the pipes. So we'll do that at a later date. And you can see these brackets, I've just picked them up from the shelf, so it's a bit bent up. So this basically supports the lower bumper support, so it keeps it held up. So we'll install them at a later date. We're going to start installing the lower mounts for the oil cooler, you can see right here. So let's carry on and start installing that. We installed the side brackets. You have to remove the pipes. These side pipes right here, there's like a slot inside here, so you have to remove the pipes, slot your pipe through, then into the oil cooler. So we've done that on both sides. Everything was going well, so we had a look at it. Once we finished up on that side, the oil cooler is facing the wrong way. It should be facing this way right here. So this is why the lower support for the bumper, you can see these are the vents that are cut out for the oil cooler. So it's on sort of the wrong way, so that will need to be redone now. So we're gonna have to take off both pipes, so swap it around and get it back on. So it's a bit of a bugger guys, but it has to be done. So we'll have to swap it around, and yeah, we should be good to go. So we have the oil cooler installed now, you guys. You can see right here that lower bracket has been modified and it fits fine. So that's all been done. We can start installing that wing. Once that's done, then we start putting the bonnet, the lights and the bumper on. So the first thing that actually needs to go on is that wing. We painted it off camera from inside. So once the wing's been all aligned, it'll stay where it is. The wings all been installed now. Whilst the panel beater was just bolting it all down, I did take measurements from the other side, but he did tell me there's no point actually taking measurements from that side because that wing has been damaged and it will be out of spec. So we've lined it all up using our gap gauge, so everything's nice and flush, and also all level, high and low, up and down, left, right, whatever you want to call it. That's all been done now, so we're happy with that. We can start on the bonnet now, getting that on and getting it all aligned. As you guys know, the passenger side wing is damaged and slightly out of line, so we need to get the bonnet on to align both wings. So we'll do that now. So we've bolted down the bonnet. You can see right here, guys, the bonnet is not far off. The alignment here is not too bad, and the goes actually tight right here. So it won't need too much of adjustment on that side. As you guys know, from this side the wing is damaged, and you can see the alignment is not too bad right here, but whereas here, this point onwards, it needs a lining up. So that needs to be sorted. And the previous bonnet has been touching on this side by lifting it up and stuff, so it's literally pushed in from here and pushed out from here, so we will need to be lining that up. So we're going to carry on and start lining it all up, guys. So as you can see right here, guys, me and the panel beater have aligned it all up, and you see the gap is literally quite good now. There's not much that he's doing on there right now. Before you could actually get your hands through there. I did actually put my hands through there whilst we were riveting it, and ran my hand along there and cut my finger. Yeah, guys, he thinks he's gonna lose his finger now that he's cut his finger, so we're gonna have to rush him to the hospital. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, yeah, the alignment's about 80%. It's come out pretty decent. You know, it's not going to be 100% just yet, because once we've got the lights in, the bumper on, then we can start making the final tweaks to get to 100%. But the bulk of the work is done now. I mean, there was a massive dent inside it. That's actually been popped out. Yeah, that wing it would have probably cost about £400 to replace. Exactly, luckily enough for us, we actually repaired it. Yeah, I mean here it was kind of stuck out quite badly, so we've managed to get that back in. So it's fairly level. Like I said, it's only 80%. Yeah, guys, we're going to deal with that after. We are going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching. It is getting quite late. So guys, before we actually go, I just want to say we are going to be uploading a Fiesta video on Wednesday at 6 PM, so stay tuned for that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Performance Rebuilds, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday's video.